This week on Big Sky Outdoors, we combine the opening week of deer and elk hunting season with mid-fall fly fishing. Coming up next. Big Sky Outdoors, powered by Town Pump, fueling your next outdoor adventure, is also brought to you by Counter Assault, your ultimate protection in the wild. By Montana Army Navy, get it, get out, and live it. And the Outdoor Report is provided by Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
So it's the opening day of the 2014 general rifle season for deer and elk. I'm with my son Sam. We're heading out to an area that we've never hunted before. Been over in this area a couple times, but we never hunted it. We're gonna go check it out, find out what's out there. I know there's elk and deer. We'll see what happens. We just had 3 elk run across the road in front of us. We're going to get our gear on, take off, follow them for a little ways, follow their tracks. We can see their tracks over here, and see if they lead us into some more. So we took a little hike, chasing those elk. Never did catch up with them, never saw any other elk or animals. We saw a lot of tracks and a lot of other sign. Some great areas, really promising. We'll probably try that area again sometime.
Counter Assault, the original bear deterrent, has been made, developed, and scientifically tested in Montana for nearly 30 years.
Counter Assault is what I chose for my staff based on my personal experience, scientific testing, and it's the only one that met all the expert recommendations. Spray time and spray distance are important in a bear attack, and Counter Assault has both. As an avid hiker, hunter, and outdoorsman, Counter Assault is my first line of defense in bear country.
Carry what the professionals carry. Counter Assault, Grizzly Tough Bear Spray. Look for the red can.
So we had a pretty good morning. We saw some deer and had those 3 or 4 elk run across the road in front of us. We got out, followed them around. Never really did get into those. Saw a lot of sign, but the plan for the day was to hunt a little in the morning and do some fishing, and it's getting close to noon. We've got this nice creek here with some browns and rainbows in it. We're gonna go see if we can catch a few. So today I brought along my 9.5 foot 5 weight. We're nymphing. I like a longer rod to help mend the line, to control the flies. So I'm set up here with a San Juan worm up top, and down below, about 18 inches, I've got a pink scud. We'll switch these up a little bit, but I think this is going to be a pretty good combination to catch us some browns and some rainbows today. And you know, I don't normally fish with a hunter orange hat on, but it's the opening day of hunting season, and I do kind of look like an elk standing out here in the water, and I just don't want to get shot. Good cast. Mend it a little. Fish! No hunting trip or fishing trip would be right without a flat. Man, I don't know if it's gonna go enough. Yeah, we got her. It was touch and go there for a while. But I think we're gonna make it. Rocky Mountain bonefish. Nice little brown trout.
Army-Navy is your hunting headquarters. It's the best place around when you're serious about saving money on the things you need to go hunting. Knife sharpeners, wool gloves, backpacking meals, optics, socks, boots, insoles, stoves. Why, it's a virtual hunter's checklist. All name brands and all at fantastic savings. On Highway 2 in Evergreen and Highway 93 in Whitefish. MontanaArmyNavy.com.
Get out and live it.
Caught a fun little brown right here. Nice fish. Well, we got into the fish today. We didn't catch anything real big, but we had a lot of fun, and it was a great way to mix things up today on the opening day of the rifle season here in Montana, 2014. We're going to put our waders away and our rods and get our rifles back out, go up and sit on a hillside and watch this hillside till dark and see if we can see some animals.
Well, how you doing? My name is Steve White. I am the products training specialist here at Cabela's in Kalispell, the Outpost. It's Outpost 49. And today we're talking a little bit about some of our Instincts product. Our Instincts is a great product that encompasses gear, both for your wear, outerwear, innerwear. We have layering, the underlayer, hats, great bow made for us by Bowtech. It's just a tremendous product to give you that legendary experience, that full experience for the outdoors. One of our Instincts products that we developed is the backpack. This is the Fast Track backpack. It's designed specifically for that person that's the minimalist, the guy that's really going to get out there far, but he needs the right equipment. It's got 10 pockets, 4,800 square inches of space. It's a lightweight, durable, denier outer layer. It's coated, rip resistant. The two side pockets are removable. That's for your things like your camera that you need to get to or your rangefinders you need to get to very quickly. It does have a 2-liter water pack in it. And one of the neatest things about this pack, besides its comfort, is its design. It's designed so that it stays off of your back and you get good airflow. So you're not getting all sweated up, you're not getting stinky. And the other thing I like about this one is we do have the pull out so that you can pack your bow or your rifle right up here on the back of your pack. It's just a tremendous pack. On the mannequin here real quick is actually, the one thing I would show you is the Instincts brand does have a boot as well. What we've tried to do with this is come up with that complete package.
Here's this week's outdoor report by our friends at Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
50 years ago, the U.S. Congress passed an act that would forever preserve America's wild lands.
What the Wilderness Act did when it was passed in 1964 was put in place a law which allows federal lands to be designated as wilderness, which means they will therefore stay protected and in an undeveloped state in perpetuity.
Montana has 15 wilderness areas, which contain about 3.5 million acres. And while motorized use is prohibited, many Montanans value these lands.
A lot of times people don't talk about wilderness in terms of laws. They talk about wilderness in terms of places they actually go and visit with their families, whether that's hunting for elk, fishing for cutthroat trout, or just simply being out with your kids in a stroll and amongst the ponderosa pines.
The last designated wilderness in Montana was the Lee Metcalf more than 30 years ago. So on this 50th anniversary, while Montanans celebrate wilderness, it is also a time to think about the future.
The 50th anniversary of the Wilderness Act provides a wonderful opportunity to remind folks of how important wilderness is to Montana's heritage, to our way of life, and celebrate the wilderness that we do have, that we have protected, but also to look into the future and think about the lands we still need to protect.
I'm Winston Greeley, out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.
Cooler weather is right around the corner, and your local town pump has everything your family needs along with great savings. With over 90 convenient locations across Montana, we are sure to have everything you need and more.
One of the other products that we're we would like to talk about today is our Outfitter trail camera. It's another one of the tools that a sportsman needs for that complete package. We went after two things when we created our trail camera. We were looking for that quicker detection range or longer detection range, and we were looking for faster trigger speed. So we combined those two things, and what it's done for us is it's given us more complete pictures of game. You aren't getting a lot of half pictures because we have a quicker detection range and we have a faster trigger speed. Easy to set up. Comes with a plate so you can screw it right into a tree or a fence post really quick and easy for quick mounting. Has a great security hole so it can be locked up out in the field. Runs on 8 AA batteries. It's got one of the largest LCD screens for programming, and it's just an overall really good camera. 6, 8, and 10 megapixel offerings. So come see us at Cabela's for a complete outdoor experience. Hunting, fishing, anything that you need, we have it. Come see us.
My name is Gary Moses. I'm a product ambassador with Counter Assault Bear Spray. Before I started working with Counter Assault, I worked for the National Park Service in both Glacier and Yellowstone for nearly 30 years. And that's what's really helped me learn how important it is to have bear spray, whether you're an outdoor recreationist or whether you're a hunter or both. You know, it's become fairly evident. The studies are out there that show bear spray is the most effective thing we can have to deter aggressive encounters. You know, obviously as hikers, we tell people try to make noise to let the bear know that you're coming. But when I'm out elk hunting, I'm certainly not going to make noise. So we're at a little bit greater risk. And that's why bear spray is so valuable. Not that it just prevents injuries, but it also has a learning effect with bears. Bears are matriarchal learners, meaning the mother teaches the cubs almost everything, because the males are only around during spring breeding and the males don't have anything to do with raising the cubs. So you think about some of the unfortunate events that have gone on recently where a hunter has shot a grizzly sow with the intention of defending themselves, but the cubs are left to fend for their own after that. Well, not only did that female not learn anything, but she doesn't pass anything on to that next generation when she's shot and killed. If she was peppered with bear spray, she would learn that negative experience with the two-legged bear, human beings, and teach those cubs, hey kids, let's stay further away from people in the future. So now not only is she learning, but so are the next generation learning to stay further away from humans, reducing the number of human-bear encounter events where injuries have occurred. Conversely, 365 documented firearms bear events, there were still 17 human fatalities, 113 human injuries, 25 dead bears, and quite a few injured bears. So that shows the effectiveness. The firearms numbers, another study out there, show that it's about 50-50. Because you think about it, a lot of times you shoot a bear, it may be a lethal round. The bear just doesn't know it's dead yet. They have the adrenaline going within them that allow them to still go a significant distance, potentially causing harm to the shooter before they go off and die. The bear spray interrupts their olfactory senses, their nose. They live through their nose. You look at the studies that have been done, the biggest nerve in a bear's head is the olfactory nerve coming off of its nose. Whereas in a human being, the biggest nerve is our eyes, showing how visually dependent we are. Well, that bear spray totally overwhelms that olfactory and visual sense that the bear has and changes acts of aggression into acts of retreat. So that's why bear spray is so effective, combined with that long-term learning that it provides, teaching them stay away from people and allowing them to teach that next generation to stay away from people. One of the important things with bear spray is you got to have it immediately available. If the spray is somewhere on your pack that you can't get to it, or it's stuck in your pack, it doesn't do you any good. You have to have your bear spray immediately available. I carry mine in the outside of my pack, as you see here. This is how I'm normally set up when I'm elk hunting or deer hunting. I even carry it this way when I'm bird hunting in certain places in Montana where we know we have grizzlies. So that's the key. Make sure the bear spray is accessible and immediately available. So let's talk about how we actually deploy bear spray. It's really a pretty simple process, and I'm going to do it relatively slowly here to show you how I would do it. First thing you do is grab the safety tab, pull that off, and don't grab the can like this. Instead, put your finger directly into the top of the can, pull the can out, and now grab it with two hands, because there's a little kickback that comes with it. Put your thumb immediately to the front, pull straight back, and now you're ready to spray. All you have to do is push down on the button. Now when you spray, what you want to spray is in a 1 to 2 second pattern, a Z pattern, where you spray like this, at the bear and down. If you spray right at the bear, the spray is coming out in a straight line, it could actually run under it. So you're spraying in that Z pattern, spraying at the bear and down to the ground, creating a wall that the bear essentially runs into. So now we'll do that again, but we'll do it in real time. Some of the common mistakes with bear spray is that people spray far too early. You know, the bear spray is going to go about 30 feet at a maximum range. So you don't want to spray when that bear is 100 yards away. It's not going to do you any good. Bear has to be within that 30 feet or closer range to actually hit it. Now it doesn't hurt to spray when it's getting close to 30 feet and you're laying down that defensive wall. And what you don't want to do is just spray the whole can the first time. Because then not only do you not have the chance to hit the bear if it's moved, but you also don't have any left for the hike out in case you were to encounter another bear. So one of the common questions and/or problems that people perceive is that bear spray can't be used in the wind. But you know, the practicality is that it comes out with such force that it overcomes most wind events. So the spray itself is actually going to spray into the wind a significant distance. Some of it might spray back on the user, but you think about that. It's much better to have that discomfort from having the bear spray come back on you than suffering the injuries that take a lot longer to heal from when you're actually attacked by the bear. You know, so I guess kind of in closing, what I want to throw out there is that carrying bear spray while you're hunting, hiking, or recreating in the outdoors is a great idea not only to protect yourself, but to protect bears and future generations of wildlife so we can all enjoy it and we can enjoy it safely.
So it was the first day of the hunting season. We're headed out now. It's just the first day of many days that we're hoping to get out and try to have some fun together as family and maybe put some meat in the freezer.
I think probably one of the greatest deer hunts ever for me was last year. We hunted over on the east side of the state with Sam, and we were on a place where there were some big deer, and he was able to shoot this really nice mule deer buck, really heavy horn, mature, huge animal with a big old neck, and that was really fun to be able to have my son shoot that buck. You know, and I also remember some of my most enjoyable hunts as a kid were with my dad and going out and being able to hunt with him and learn from him and, you know, gain a love of hunting and mule deer and elk with my dad. The times out camping and everything were a lot of fun.